Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bailey, and today we're going to be answering the question, do I have that book? Today we are going to be doing the Do I Have That Book challenge, using only this shelf which contain my books in my room. We are going to see if I have all the books that are prompted on the list. So let's just go ahead and get started now. You're currently sitting in my sock drawer, so I can do this. So I've taken all of my knickknacks off of my shelves so I can start the challenge. But at the end, I will do a proper wrap-up where you can probably hear me a lot better. So let's get started on that. So the first book in the challenge is, do you have a book with deckled edges? Deckled edges are the funny paper, isn't it? So I do. That is the Iliad by Homer. The edges are deckled, right? Isn't that what that means? They're funky. Huh? So here's book one. You've been moved again because I didn't like the way the sound was going. So question 2 is, do you have a book with 3 or more people on the cover? Okay, I really only have one answer for this, so let me grab it. I think it's the one everybody uses for this challenge. And that is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. There are clearly 4 boys and a bird. So that's prompt 2. Question 3 is, do you have a book that is based on a fictional character from another story? Yes. One of my favorite genres is retellings, so I do. Prompt number 3, The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein by Kiersten White. It is about the character Elizabeth from Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. So yes, I do. Question 4 is, do I have a book with a title 10 letters long? Oh crap. Let's see. They're all 8. Frankenstein's 12 or 11. Oh my god. 8 is such a common one. Wow. Fever Dream. Fever Dream by George R.R. Martin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes! Yes, I do. So, question number 4, a title with 10 letters long. Yes. Question 5 is, do you have a book that starts and ends with the same letter? They're trying to kill me, aren't they? Oh my god. LacetypesynnyWS. Dracula the Undead by Dacre Stoker and Ian Holt. D. Starts with a D, ends with a D. Yes! Ha ha ha! Question 6 is, do I have a mass market paperback? Of course I do. Let me just grab a random one. Dime Store Magic by Kelly Armstrong, book 4 in the Women of the Otherworld series. Yeah, got a bunch of mass market paperbacks. No big deal. Alright, question 7 is, do you have a book from an author who uses a pen name? I do. One of my most read authors, actually. So let's just bring out a random from... I've got Merrick by Anne Rice. Anne Rice's real name is not Anne Rice. So it's not the name she was born with. This is a different name. So pen name, Anne Rice. Question 8 is, do you have a book with the character's name in the title? Of course I do. Duh. Got lots of them. The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. Dorian Gray. There's the boy right there. There's the little twink. Yes, I do have a book with a character's name in the title. Okay, question 9 is, do I have a book with 2 maps in it? Yes. I'm gonna hesitantly say yes. Let's see. I'm sure this shelf's got one. I bet this Alexander the Great biography has 2 maps in it. Maps and battle plans. Ha! 1, 2. Yes! So, Alexander the Great by Paul Cartledge has 2 maps in it. 1 map, 2 maps. Yes! Haha! Question 10 is, do you have a book that was turned into a TV show? Oh boy. Let's see. Yes, I do. This is Bitten by Kelly Armstrong. It is the first book in the Otherworld series, and this was turned into a Canadian TV show with the same name, about the same characters, Elena, Clay, etc. I haven't watched it yet. I tried. I couldn't get into it. Maybe I'll try it again, but yes. Yes, I do. Number 11 is, do you have a book written by someone who is famous for something else? No. This is my first no. Sad. I do not have a book written by somebody famous for something else. Those are all authors. Ugh, it's getting hot in here. Okay. Question number 12. Do you have a book with a clock on the cover? Probably. Oh, one of them's named after a clock. Let me see. Yes! This is Times Convert by Deborah Harkness, and the clock is right here. So yes, I do. Number 13 is, do you have a poetry book? Yes. If Not Winter, Fragments of Sappho by Anne Carson. All of Sappho's poetry. Yay! Question 14 is, do you have a book with award stamps printed on it? Yes, I do. The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller has the winner of the Orange Prize 2012 on it. So I do have a book with an award stamp on the cover. Question number 15 is, do you have a book written by an author with the same initials as you? So my initials are BA. I don't think I do. There's another one I don't have. I do not have a book with the initials BA. Question 16, do you have a book of short stories? Vampire Stories, edited by Richard Dalby. So there's a collection of short stories. Number 17 is, do you have a book that is in between 500 and 510 pages? No. I checked Goodreads. I don't. So next one. Number 18 is, do you have a book that was turned into a movie? Yes. The Princess Diaries by Meg Cabot. That was turned into one of my favorite adaptations of a book. Funnily enough, it was the one that changes stuff from the book the most, but I still love that movie. It's so nostalgic, and Anne Hathaway is the most gorgeous person on the planet. So, number 18, The Princess Diaries. Number 19 is, do you have a graphic novel? Yeah. The Edge Knight series by George R.R. Martin. And the last question, number 20, is, do I have a book written by 2 or more authors? Yes! I have Into the Wild, one of the Warrior Cats books, by Erin Hunter. Erin Hunter is actually, I want to say 3 authors. I don't know if they've added another one since, but these original series were written by 3 authors. I do not know their names offhand, but Erin Hunter is a collection of 3 authors. Okay, I had to take off my sweater because I got very overheated doing that. So let's do our final wrap-up for the Do I Have That Book challenge. Question number 1 was, do I have a book with deckled edges? Yes, that is The Iliad by Homer. Deckled edges. Question 2 is, do you have a book with more than 3 people on the cover? Yes, I do. The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Question 3 was, do you have a book based on another fictional story? The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein by Kirsten White. Question 4 was, do you have a book with a 10-letter title? Luckily enough, I had Fever Dream by George R.R. Martin. Question number 5 was, do you have a book that starts and ends with the same letter? Dracula the Undead by Dacre Stoker and Ian Holt. Question 6 was, do you have a mass market paperback? So here is Dime Store Magic by Kelly Armstrong. Number 7 was, do you have a book by an author who uses a pen name? Yes, I do. This is Merrick by Anne Rice. Question number 8 is, do you have a book with a fictional character's name in the title? The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. Question number 9 was, do you have a book with 2 maps in it? Yes, I do. Alexander the Great by Paul Cartledge. Question number 10 is, do you have a book that was turned into a TV show? And that is Bitten by Kelly Armstrong. Question number 11 was, do I own a book by someone who is famous for anything else? That's my first nope. I do not. Question number 12 was, do I have a book with a clock on the cover? Times Convert by Deborah Harkness. The clock is right here. Question number 13 was, do you have a poetry book? I have If Not Winter, Fragments of Sappho by Anne Carson. Question number 14 is, do you have a book with an award stamp on the cover? And so I have The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, and it has the winner of the Orange Prize 2012 sticker on it. Question number 15 was, do you have a book with an author with the same initials as you? I do not, unfortunately. Question 16 was, do you have a book of short stories? Yes, I do. Vampire Stories, edited by Richard Dalby. Question number 17 was, do you have a book that is 500 to 510 pages long exactly? Nope. Couldn't find one. Question number 18 was, do you have a book that was turned into a movie? The Princess Diaries by Meg Cabot. Question 19 was, do you have a graphic novel? Yep, this is the Edge Knight series by George R.R. Martin. And then the final question was, do you have a book from 2 or more authors? And that's Into the Wild, the first Warrior Cats book by Erin Hunter, who is actually 3 separate authors. So that wraps up my Do I Have That Book challenge. I apologize if it's not as extravagant as the other videos on Booktube. I do only have the one shelf, and I think that 17 out of 20 questions isn't that bad. I think that is really cool that I was able to get most of them. That's a passing grade for me. Now I have to put all these books away. Now I have to put all these books away. No. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!